I still remember that afternoon as if it happened yesterday. I was sitting in my favorite cafe. Same corner seat. Same coffee outside. A light drizzle painted the glass window with tiny silver drops, and then I saw her, the woman I hadn't seen in years. She looked older, yes, but she still had that same calm grace, the kind that stays in your heart long after the person is gone. Back then, we were young, wild, full dreams. She used to talk about the future, a small house, a garden, maybe a baby someday, and me. I was chasing something else: success, money, recognition, and fame, things that felt important back then but now feel so small. I remember one evening, her eyes filled with both fear and hope when she told me she was pregnant, and me, I froze. I wasn't ready. I told myself it wasn't the right time, and instead of holding her hand, I walked away. A week later, she was gone. No long messages, no calls, no begging, just silence, and I filled that silence with excuses, telling myself she'd be fine, that I was doing the right thing, but the truth, I was just running away. Years later, there she was, sitting just a few tables away from me. The world outside hadn't changed much, but I had hesitated, then finally gathered the courage to walk over. She looked up, and when our eyes met, she smiled, a gentle, forgiving kind of smile. Hey, I said softly, it's been a long time. It has, she replied, her voice calm, almost musical. We talked about work life, how fast the years had gone. She told me she was happy living nearby, working at a school, and then, without thinking, I asked, so when's the baby due? She looked at me for a moment, surprised, almost amused. Then she smiled and said softly, he's already in school. That one line, it hit harder than anything I'd ever heard. Time suddenly felt heavy, like I'd been asleep for years and just woke up to find the world had moved on without me. I didn't know what to say. Words felt useless. I looked at her, and in her eyes I saw a story I never been part of. A little boy with her smile, a new life, a new family, and I realized I had missed it all. She showed me a photo on her phone, a little boy, cheeky grin, wearing a school uniform, holding her hand. He looks happy, I said quietly. He is, she replied. His dad's great with him. Her voice didn't carry pride or regret, just peace, and in That piece I felt something break. Inside me I'd spent years chasing things, success, money, recognition, but none of it mattered. Now because in front of me sat the one person who once offered me everything that truly mattered. And I had let her go. When she stood up to leave, I wanted to say so much. How sorry I was, how I never stopped thinking about her, but sometimes silence speaks louder than any apology. She leaned in and hugged me, a quiet, warm, forgiving hug. Take care, she whispered, and then she walked away into the rain, her figure fading slowly into the blur of the city. I stood there watching her disappear, realizing that some goodbyes don't happen once, they echo. Aga.